praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, I want to acknowledge the Akyan who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, and I actually have not chose a chapter to go in on. I'm on my lunch from the plantation. So let's get a quick lesson in. Alright, let's just go on this one. Matthew 10. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Mark 10. I'm teaching on divorce. Alright. It says, and he arose from thence and cometh into the coasts of Judea by the farther side of Jordan. And people resort unto him again, and as he was wont, he taught them again. Because that's what we are. We're following the footsteps of Yahweh Shai, and we're teachers. All right. Another word for teacher is prophet. The word prophet simply means teachers to speak before. Verse 2. And the Pharisees, and that's what Yahweh Shai was doing. He was a prophet. He was on the scene. He was saying what was to come. Verse 2. And the Pharisees came to him and asked him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife? Tempting him. So they're asking about a man to put away his wife, right? Or as in divorce her. And it says, verse 3, and he answered and said unto them, what did Moses command you? And they said, Moses suffered to write a bill of divorcement and to put her away. And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, for the hardness. So you see, the thing is Yahweh Shai, when he answered them, he asked them a question. He said, hey, well, what did Moses say? What does the law say? Is what he's asking them, right? What does the law say about divorcing your wife? And they said, Moses suffered to write a bill of divorcement and to put her away. All right, let's get that in Deuteronomy 24. It says in Deuteronomy 24:1, it says, when a man hath taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he hath found some uncleanliness about her, or uncleanness in her, let him write her a bill of divorce and give it in her hand and send her out of his house. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. And if the latter husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and sendeth her out of his house, or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife. After that she is defiled. For that is abomination before Yahweh, and thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance. Alright, so a couple things here. Alright. So if she's got to be defiled, and really what defiles these women is not only being with another man, but also, with the doctrines, idolatry, right? When you're going, you're a woman, you come into the truth, you start to be with a man in the truth, and then you choose not to listen to him or follow him or obey him, or go under, get in the order through him. Guess what? He can let you go. He can cut you free like a bird, And then if he does that and she come back, no, now that's unclean. That woman's defiled. She's unclean. Especially she with another man, she's unclean. She's defiled really, we're not supposed to take her. Well, not really. We're not supposed to take a woman back like that, right? So that shows you how we need Yahweh Shai, because we're breaking that law. A lot of us are breaking the law. A lot of men have taken back their woman, but you're not supposed to, according to the law. But IUIC and these other camps, they want to say, oh, well, it's all about the law, right? It's all about the law. But you ain't keeping the law. You're over here breaking the law, at will, pretty much, some of these groups. Mark 10, 4 or 5. It says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, for the hardness of your heart he wrote you this precept. But from the beginning, so he's saying because you're stubborn, he wrote this precept of divorcement. Because really, we're not supposed to divorce our wives, and our wives are not supposed to divorce us. We're supposed to keep that what's the word I'm looking for? That union, we're supposed to keep it holy and keep it sacred. All right. Verse 6, but from the beginning of the creation of the Most High made them male and female. For this cause a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. Right. That's marriage is, it's supposed to be sacred. That's how Babylon, America is a wicked ass place, because there's no such thing as a sacred marriage here. You have a lot of these married women are the biggest whores, Let's see if I can get another precept. Let's see. Let me see what this is. Leviticus. Let's read this. Yeah. We'll start at 7. Leviticus 21:7. They shall not take a wife. Well, let's see. They shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane. Profane means out of the church. Right? Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto his power. Right, so, technically, the majority of us are committing adultery, because most of our women that we deal with they've already had a husband, and it doesn't mean that they got to go get a wedding marriage certificate through Esau Edom. That's what you think. You people think it's about a marriage certificate, but in the eyes of Yahweh, the marriage actually is when you become one with a woman. And how do you become one with a woman? Is when you're having sex with her. The act of intercourse constitutes a marriage according to the scriptures. And because I'm on my lunch, I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I could, if I had more time, and go into the scriptures and showing you that the marriage actually is constituted by the having sex. The word married, it becomes join. It means joined together. All right. So literally, when you're having sex, you're joined together. That woman's joined together with that man. Okay. Verse 8. Or no, that. Actually, that's a good. That's the one I want to grab. I'm gonna go back to Mark 10. where am I at? And you commit adultery as a man, and anytime you're, chopping a woman who's married, or even if, let's say, she's so-called single, right? In this society, they call themselves, I'm single, I've been single for 5 years. Well, and during that 5 years, she's been getting popped by all kinds of other men. Well, really, that makes her a whore, all right? But so these women in this society, they'll tell you, oh, I've been single for 2.5 years. And they're just talking about how they got a divorce, or they left their man 2.5 years ago. Well, according to the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, you're fucking married. You're the man that you were with, and technically you're married to the man that took your virginity. You see, that cut your hymen or popped your hymen, right? So technically, we're all committing adultery, man. So that's why we need Yahweh Shai. That's why we're not perfect in these laws, because we can't be perfect. I mean, how in the hell are you gonna find a woman in Babylon that's still a virgin? But you women, you leave your man. Hey, you go have sex with another man. You're committing adultery. And for the men, you divorce your woman, and you're not supposed to divorce her unless she's committing a fornication, whether she cheated in the flesh, or if she's not listening to you, that you're in the truth and you're teaching her the knowledge, or she's asking you questions and she wants to go and worship some other shit. You can keep her in that situation, but if you want, you can write her a bill of divorce, But then when she goes and being with other men, after that, now she's committing adultery. See? And these women don't want to hear that. They don't want to be told, oh, they're committing adultery and that they're whores. But that's the fact what it is. That's the fact of the matter. We'll read verse 7. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh, and twain means two. So you're not no longer two, you're one. You're joined together. And again, the word married, the etymology of that word, it means to be joined together. 9. What therefore the Most High hath joined together, let no man put asunder. In the house of his disciples asked him, and in the house his disciples asked him again of the same matter. And he saith unto them, whosoever shall put away his wife and marry another committeth adultery against her. And if a woman shall put away her husband and be married to another, she committeth adultery. And it says he committeth adultery against her, because why? Because we can still have women. As a man, you can still have a woman, but you're committing adultery against her by sending her out when she gets with her new man, or the guy that she hooks up with after you. Now you're committing adultery because you're allowing her to commit adultery. Doesn't mean that we're committing adultery by taking on multiple women. That's where this is misunderstood by these pagan Christians. Verse 12. And if a woman shall put away her husband and be married to another, she committeth adultery. And they brought young children to him, that he touched them, and his disciples rebuked those that brought them. But when Yahushua saw it, he was much displeased, and said unto them, suffer the little children to come unto me, and forbid them not, for such is the kingdom of the Most High. Verily I say unto you, whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of the Most High as a little child, he shall not enter therein. And he took them up in his arms, and put hands upon them, and blessed them. Right? And the little children. Remember, the men are likened unto babes. The men in this knowledge, the doctrine, the truth, we're likened unto young children, likened unto babes. In the truth. who has perfected praise in the mouth of babes, the Bible says. So the young men and we're young in this knowledge, not necessarily in the flesh, but we're young, like for instance me, I'm probably like 8 years old, maybe 7.5, 8 years old in this truth. That's how old I am in this knowledge. I'm young. A 7.5 or an 8-year-old is young and considered young, like an 8-year-old, right? So that's what it's going into when it's talking about these young children. Is it's actually talking about the young ones in the truth, young ones in the spirit. You're young in the spirit, not in the flesh. But I just wanted to go in on this lesson with marriage. And meaning you have to be like that's why we're likened unto a virgin. I went on that in my lesson yesterday. We're likened unto a virgin because why? Because we're pure in this doctrine. We're pure in this truth. We're undefiled by these other religions or whatnot, or these other belief systems. The only belief that we hearken and have faith in is the belief in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and the true doctrine. We believe in this knowledge. We believe in this truth according to knowledge and proper understanding. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out with that. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem B'Kah Kudash. Double honors goes out to the other apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge the Akim who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth.